Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome back to another Madden 18 experiment on the channel. Today's experiment is something that I've never done before, but I'm super excited to see how it pans out. And if you guys do enjoy today's experiment, this is the type of experiment I could do for multiple videos for multiple different teams. So this is something that I could do a couple times on the channel in the next couple weeks and see how each experiment ends up. But that is if you guys do enjoy it. So as you do see in the title, today what we are going to see is what would happen if you combine both the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers onto one team. And the reason I chose these two teams for the first video in this maybe mini-series you could call is because they're probably two of the biggest Super Bowl favorites and they both come out of the AFC. A lot of people are either picking the Steelers or the Patriots to win this year's Super Bowl. Both went 13-3. Both are incredible teams. So how good would they actually be if you put them all onto the same team? So what this series could also entail is, putting together bad teams onto one team and see if they could actually do good. Maybe put the Giants and Browns onto one team since they had their two worst records in the NFL, see if they actually make the playoffs if you combine them, or whatever teams you guys do want to see me combine into one I could do for a future video. So if you guys do enjoy this type of video and this type of concept, let me know by dropping a like. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes and I will continue this onto the channel. And make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below with what two combination of teams you want to see in a future video just like this, and whichever comment has the most thumbs up will be featured in the next video, and I could very easily do that video tomorrow night. So be sure to leave your suggestions for whatever teams you do want to see combined in the comment section below and have a chance to be featured in a video on the channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. But with that said, before we do the simulation, I do want to show you guys the full team of the Patriots and Steelers combined. It's a pretty good one. So I did decide to do it on the Patriots because they have more of the higher overall players, so it'd be easier to trade. But as you see here, obviously Tom Brady's going to be the starter, but we also have Ben Roethlisberger as the backup quarterback. Now, another cool thing to see within this experiment is obviously to see how the Patriots will do, but after the season is over, I do want to go see how bad the Steelers actually did because most of their best players are now, well, all their best players are now on the Patriots. Now, running back-wise, obviously Le'Veon Bell is going to be the starting running back. Dion Lewis is second string, Rex Burkhead, and James White. Fullback is still James Devlin. Now, wide receiver, you have Antonio Brown added to the team. Also, Julian Edelman's still there. Brandon Cooks, Chris Hogan, Danny Amendola, Martavis Bryant was added to the team. Juju Smith as well. Now, moving on to tight end, you have Gronk, Martellus Bennett, Dwayne Allen, and then you got Jesse James, Vance McDonald, and a couple other players. Now, moving on to the offensive line, you have Marcus Cannon at the left tackle position. You also have Andre Villanueva, who might actually end up starting. I'm not sure which one I have decided to put as a starter yet, but he's from the Steelers. Now, left guard, you have Shaq Mason. At center, you have David Andrews and Marquise Pouncey, who is the backup center, who is now coming over from the Steelers. Right guard is a Steeler, David DeCastro, 96 overall. And at right tackle, you have Marcus Gilbert, who is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Now, moving on to defense. The offense is incredible. Absolutely, it's easily going to be the best offense in the NFL. But the defense, don't get me wrong, it's good. But it's not nearly as good as the offense. At left end, you have Stephon Tuitt, backed up by Trey Flowers. At right end, you have the veteran Cameron Hayward, 89 overall, backed up by Trey Flowers as well. At D tackle, you have Javon Hargrave, Malcolm Brown, Alan Brance, Vincent Valentine, and Lawrence Guy. At outside linebacker, you have James Harrison, which is pretty cool inside this video is because he's a former Steeler, but actually now, as we all know, is a New England Patriot after being released by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then you got the young rookie TJ Watt, that's complete opposites right there. James Harrison backed up by the rookie. Anyways, middle linebacker, you have Ryan Shazier, who's obviously a Steeler, backed up by David Harris, Landon Roberts, and Dante Hightower. And then right outside linebacker, you have Dante Hightower starting there, backed up once again by TJ Watt and Shea McClellan. Now at cornerback, you have a bunch of pretty good corners. Stephon Gilmore, Malcolm Butler, who I guess I haven't noticed. His overall took a pretty big hit in the last roster update. Then you got Joe Hayden, Artie Burns, and Mike Hilton. At free safety, you have Devin McCourty backed up by Deron Harmon. Strong safety, Patrick Chung backed up by Jordan Richards. At kicker, obviously, you have the veteran Stephen Gostkowski. And at punter, you have a Pittsburgh Steeler and Jordan Berry. Now, just for the heck of it, I want to show you guys what the Steelers team is looking like. It's not too good. At quarterback, Josh Dobbs this team took a huge hit. James Conner, the rookie. Wide receiver, Eli Rogers. I'm not going to show you the whole team, but the team, it's just not going to do good. If I had to make a prediction for these two teams, I would say the combined team that's on the Patriots is going to go 14-2. But the Steelers, this is kind of a crazy prediction. I'm going to say the Steelers win 2 games and it ends up being more wins than the Browns. So that would be crazy. But first of all, I do want to see The reason I kept it in the preseason is I got all the players on one team, but obviously it's way over the allowed roster size, so I'm going to send the regular season and see who they actually end up cutting. Now looking at the top 100 free agents, Mike Gillislee got cut. That's an interesting one. But aside from that, I really don't think anybody from this team that's too notable got cut. So with that said, boys, you can go ahead and sim straight to the playoffs. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below what your prediction is for the combined team of the New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers. And also let me know how many wins you think the actual Steelers get with their team that's not really good. So of course, the Patriots made the playoffs, and if they didn't, I'd be concerned because there'd be something underlying in this game that's just not right. I mean, there's already a lot of stuff in this game that's not really right, but if the Patriots didn't make the playoffs with them and the Steelers combined, something wouldn't have been right. But anyways, how did the team actually do? They went 15-1, so they did lose a game. They did better than I thought, but didn't go perfect. Now, let's see who they actually lost to. Kind of interested. What if they actually lost to the Steelers? That'd be funny. But anyways, they end up losing to the Miami Dolphins of all teams. They actually demolished the Steelers 42-10. For the most part, it seems like most of their wins were blowouts. So this team very easily could win the Super Bowl, but I've seen crazier things happen. Now, I do want to see how bad the Steelers did. I want to see if my prediction of them getting more wins still than the Browns is correct. Glad to see my Tennessee Titans still making the playoffs like they did in real life. Actually, 3 AFC South teams made it, which is weird. If you guys want to see an NFL playoff prediction video from me, which is something I don't normally do, let me know in the comments below. We can make that happen. But how bad did the Steelers do? They probably went, oh, the Browns made me look stupid. They went 6-10, so that prediction wasn't right. The Steelers actually got more wins than the Buccaneers. So there's that. So obviously they had the best offense in the NFL, probably by a big margin, and they had the 3rd best defense. So although they had the Steelers and themselves combined, they still couldn't get the best defense. Now, did Tom win the MVP? Of course he did. Le'Veon Bell came in 2nd. Like, this offense, dude, actually imagine this offense in real life, like as a real team. Tom Brady, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, that's disgusting. And also, can't forget Gronk and everybody else. Marcus Mariota came in 7th, which hopefully he'll end up like actually getting close to winning the MVP in real life. Didn't have the greatest season this year, but at least they still made the playoffs. And rounding out the top 10 is Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now let's see how every player did individually on the team. Tom Brady, that's pretty good. 50 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, only was sacked 12 times, 4,700 yards through the air. Rushing-wise, Le'Veon Bell is just Le'Veon Bell, 1,600 yards and 23 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, you had 2 receivers get over 1,000 yards. That was Gronk and Antonio Brown. Since they had so many good receivers, they had to spread the wealth. Now, defensively, let's see how the team did. Ryan Shazier led the team with 124 tackles. Sack-wise, looks like James Harrison, the veteran. Now, this is funny. Of all players, James Harrison led the team with 11.5 sacks. And interceptions, was it a Patriot or Steeler? It was Malcolm Brown led the team with 5 interceptions. Just for the heck of it, I want to see how bad the Steelers did. Josh Dobbs, 17 touchdowns, 16 picks. Not the greatest of years. Was sacked 64 times. Marlon Mack led the team with not even 1,000 yards. Receiving-wise, you had Eli Rogers actually got 1,000 yards through the air, which is pretty decent. And defensively, who picked up the slack? And it was Vince Williams with 149 tackles, which is a lot more tackles than Ryan Shazier had on the Patriots. Now, also, I want to see who the poor soul was that lost to the Steelers twice. A team with all their best players gone, and they still got somehow 2 wins. And it actually ended up being, they beat, of course, the Browns and the Lions of all teams. I'm not surprised they lost or they beat the Browns. Almost beat the Browns twice, but that's just a pretty bad team when you take all your best players and put them somewhere else. But anyways, it is time to see now if the Patriots win the Super Bowl. If they don't, it's going to be a shock because, I mean, if you actually put them together in real life and they don't win the Super Bowl, something's up. But anyways, they're playing my Titans. So if they are to lose, I would be happy if it was the Titans that beat them. But if they do lose, consider me, I'll be extremely shocked. And the Patriots get a big dub and beat my Titans. And I bet, I don't want to look, so I guarantee it's really bad. Yep, it was pretty bad, 42-10. Now let's see if they can continue the Super Bowl run and beat the Chiefs, who hopefully the Titans will actually beat this week in real life. And the Patriots do get the dub, and they're going to be taking on no other than the Atlanta Falcons. And I don't think it's actually going to take a 3-touchdown comeback to actually beat the Falcons this time around. But crazy enough, they are playing the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I do want to see how badly the Patriots actually beat the Chiefs in the AFC Conference Championship game, and they beat them pretty bad, 34-14. So I 100% expect the Patriots to grab the dub here, but crazier things have happened. So advancing past the Super Bowl, so will the combination of the Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots actually win the Super Bowl? I've yet to look, and the answer is none other than, wow, the Falcons actually get revenge and beat the Patriots, who is the combination of the Steelers and the Patriots, and they beat them. Wow. So the Falcons can't beat just the Patriots, but they can beat both teams combined. That's interesting. But anyways, that's weird. That's weird. That just shows this game is just not the most intelligent when it comes to simulations. But there you go. The Falcons win the Super Bowl and beat the combination of Steelers and Patriots. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video nonetheless. And if you did, make sure to drop a like. Like I said, guys, in the comment section below, let me know which 2 teams, or maybe 3 teams, or 4 teams, or just let's start with 2 teams you do want to see combined in the next video in the comment section below to have a chance to be featured in the next experiment. Be sure to subscribe if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.